Hi there, my name is Anessa Langworthy and I will be your professor for this semester of Bio 127 Human Biology. So I've been a professor at Stark State College since 2006. My title is Associate Professor of Biology, Anatomy and Physiology. So I teach mostly the courses that are related to individuals pursuing a degree in the medical field. Human biology is what we call a non-majors course, so we're not going to go as in depth as we do in those major required courses, but it'll give you a general understanding of how the human body works. So think of it as just a way to have a greater understanding of your bodily functions. So when we look at the course that I have set up in Blackboard, it's always going to open up in the announcements, and I will be sending you announcements to help keep you on track, to help kind of guide you through the information. So always check into this and log into the class multiple times during the week to make sure that you are completing all of your assignments. Now, after you're done looking at the announcements, you want to go into the Start Here folder, because this is where you're going to find the information, including a course overview. The welcome that I'm giving you right now, the video will be located here as well. Syllabus, course learning objectives, information about the course. If you run into any snafus, this is a place to go to first. And of course, Respondus Lockdown Browser with the webcam requirements. So you'll be required to have your exams proctored, and since they're going to be online, this is why they're proctored. It is a financial aid requirement that all exams are proctored, so they can either be in person or utilizing this webcam program. If you are unable to do the webcam requirements, you are able to come to campus to take the exams during the testing center's operational hours. If you have everything that you need to take your exams at home, including the webcam, then you will have 24-hour access to be able to complete them. And I'll talk more about the exams in just a moment. So this is how you go ahead and make sure that it's installed onto your computer. So let's go back to the syllabus so we can take a look at that. I've loaded it for you as a PDF, so you were able to download it and print it out if you like. So this course is OTM approved, which means the Ohio Transfer Module. So if you go to any other school that has a requirement for a biology course that's a non-majors, this would pass for it. So it would be accepted by that other school. Course description, general learning outcomes, and the course objectives is how we evaluate that you are using each one of these general learning outcomes. Information about disability services, the computer usage, additional resources that are available to you as a student that can help you be successful and complete your degree, as well as this course. Then we move into the class syllabus. So depending upon what type of class that you're in, I teach face-to-face, which is called Web 1. I teach half online, half in person, which is called a Web 2. So the Web 2 is the lectures independent online, and then you would just come to campus for your lab. And Web 3 is where both lab and lecture run through an online platform, and the student does not come to campus. So they'll use the recorded lectures that I have for lecture and for lab as well. Web 2, you'll use the recorded lectures for the lecture component, and you will come to campus to actually do the lab experiments and activities. My information about my office hours, where my office is located. So this semester we're doing online only. My phone number, how to contact me. So I would prefer that you use course messages to ask me course-related questions. If it's an emergency, then go ahead and use a Stark State. An emergency would be if you were coming to my class and you got into a traffic jam, you can email me to let me know that you're running late. That type of emergency can go to my A. Langworthy account. But using the course messages helps me as a professor because I have 170 students typically. And at the beginning of the semester, I don't know which class you're in, and not all my classes, because of the way that they're being delivered to the students, have the exact same assignments. So if you just start saying, hey, I have a question, start talking about something, it's difficult for me to know which class of mine that you're in and what I said and who I said what to. So that's why I like you to use course messages. It kind of helps me stay organized, so I'm more efficient in being able to answer your questions as well, because it'll come directly from the course that you are in. Required materials, how you're going to get your grade calculated. Here's the grading scale. Rounding will already be set up in the grade book as well. Policies, additional information, withdrawal dates, what you typically find in a syllabus. But this is the important part. So here we're looking at the outline calendar. I have all the weeks with the dates set in there for you, what you're going to be covering each week. For the all online classes, your labs are going to be due by Thursdays. For both the Web 2 and the Web 3 exams run from Friday to Monday, that's the window, and lab quizzes run Tuesday to Thursday. If you're in my Web 2 class, then you will have your lab assignments will be due the day that you come into lab. So you'll have all of that time to go ahead and complete that. Then you'll show it to me and I go ahead and enter your grades manually. The online class, you will be doing your labs independently, and you will have to have your assignment submitted to a Dropbox by Thursday evening. And I'll show you where to find all of that in just a moment. The exams are set up to go ahead and ask between 25 and 30 questions. They're worth 25 points, so I do put bonus questions onto the exams for you. They will be timed, so you'll have 30 minutes to complete them. Now, any time during this window, you can sit down and take it, but it has to be completed in one setting. You can't stop and save and come back. The timer is going to keep going. So you only have 30 minutes to complete them in one setting using Respondus. Same thing for the quizzes. So quizzes are always, the window runs from Tuesday to Thursday. So between those 2 days, you can pick when you'd like to take it. Again, Respondus, depending upon the quiz, it could be anywhere from 10 points to 25 points. So again, you will have a timed amount, which is usually 30 minutes to go ahead and complete those as well. So I've got all the weeks set up for you. The other thing is I've listed when the college will be closed or there isn't class. So for here's spring break. Here's spring holiday. I also included when the President's Day is going to take place. So regardless of which semester it is, I try to indicate when the college will not be open. If you're in an online class, that doesn't mean that you don't have any work to do. It just means that college isn't open for you to come to campus. The other thing to remember is your discussion post. You have a discussion to do every week, and each week you need to do your post by Wednesday, and then you need to reply to a classmate by Friday. So to be able to get full credit, your post has to be submitted by Wednesday, and you have to reply by Friday. If you miss your post on Wednesday and you reply or you post on Thursday, you will get reduced points. And if you keep doing that, you'll lose more and more points. So be mindful of when your posts are due, Wednesday, and your reply has to be completed by Friday. To help you stay on track, I have loaded everything into the course calendar, which you can see right here. So you can see here's January already set up for you. I've listed all of the due dates. So you can see the lab 1, lab safety, when your week 1 discussion is going to be due, when your test, the final day for your test. So all of these are indicating when the last day an assignment is due. So remember, your syllabus tells you where each of the windows are. So your exams are always open up on a Friday and close on a Monday. Your lab quizzes always open up on a Tuesday and close on a Thursday. And your discussions, your post has to be completed on a Wednesday, with your reply being completed here on a Friday. So that's how the course is set up for you. It'll help you stay on point and logging in multiple times to complete your work to get your grade in the course. So if we go into the lessons area, you can see I've set up the course by unit. I've got the link to the digital book that if you purchase the access code from Cengage and you didn't want the hard copy, this is where you can access your digital book. Muddy Point, so this is like asking a question in class, but your classmates can answer it. If it's something course related, I prefer that you go ahead and send me a course message about that question for content. Blackboard Collaborate Ultra is an online tool very similar to Zoom. It's just in Blackboard. It allows us to meet online and have a conversation or a tutoring or a review session during my office hours. So again, you've got 10 units that you're covering this semester. And I've listed the dates that you will be using each one of these folders. So when you click it open, you'll see week 1 is talking about chapter 1. So if you click on that, you'll find the overview, the objectives, and then all the materials you need for the week. So here you will see notes on the materials saying the best way to approach it is the way that it's loaded here. We have a recorded lecture video for you that goes along with this PowerPoint. Some discussion questions just to help you kind of stop and think about the information that you're learning, and videos that will help you with the content from chapter 1. So you can see them here: living, producers, consumers, levels of organization, scientific method, metric conversions, and metric conversions 2. Now these 3 in particular will also be helpful for lab if you're having a difficult time understanding how to do the mathematics behind it. So if you get stuck with lab, refer back to these videos. So when you look, not only do you have a materials folder, but you also have a week 1 assignment folder. Here's your discussion. You'll also have this lab safety quiz to go ahead and complete. So you'll complete the lab safety quiz, you'll watch the video, then you'll take the 3-point quiz. It'll be worth 3 bonus points, which is a great way to start off the semester. And then I'll have a link for you to go ahead and click on to take you to the document that you need to sign by entering your name. This is required by law that all of our labs have the students sign in that they have reviewed the lab safety and the cadaver bill of rights, which it just covers us being able to utilize the specimens in the lab that you will either see in person or you'll see images of. So make sure you sign off after you've completed that work. If there are any quizzes or exams, they'll also show up here. They will appear bright when it's open for you, so we're looking at the instructor view. So right now this quiz isn't visible to you because it will not be open until after I open up the course for all students to go ahead and enter. So for exams and quizzes, because they have specific windows, they will not open until that window actually, that date rolls into play. Now, if for some reason it doesn't load like it's supposed to, don't panic. Go ahead and send me a course message and I'll take a look at it. But please do keep in mind that I'm not going to be online 24/7. So I usually stop looking at emails around 8 p.m. But I will get back to you the following day. You won't be penalized for a technical issue. I will work with you on that. So I don't want you to feel panicked about it if it happens when you're available in the evening, which may be after I'm available to you. These things can be worked out, and I do have reports that show me when you logged in and out activity to show me a little bit of what's been going on. All of your lab exercises. So if you click on this folder, you will find your Dropbox and the document that you're going to use to go ahead and fill out or work with the very first lab. So I will try to send out announcements each week that kind of give you an idea of what you're going to be doing in lab, so it feels like you have an instructor there with you telling you what you need to cover. So that is how the course is set up. Of course, the grade book will have your grades listed for you and will calculate your grade as you move through the entire semester. If you run into any challenges, you can talk to me online. If you're in my face-to-face class, we can have that conversation in person. So you are not alone in this.